Oh, we're live. Oh, okay. Well, that was okay. Yeah. Hello. Welcome to another TIMBP Live on this Thursday evening, February. I almost said January. It's not January. It's February. February 11th, 2021. I am Perry. I'm the host of this My Bourbon podcast. If you have not been here before, if you have not checked out the show before, please do so. Please go ahead, hit the subscribe button. If you are also a first-time viewer, welcome. If you're watching on the replay, welcome as well. Appreciate you guys. I'm super excited about tonight's stream. It's all just hanging out with the buds. So we're gonna have a good time together. I like the video, of course, bell notification, all that good stuff. If you could also take a look at the bottom of your screen, you will see all the links for the Snuffy Chats, as we are not yet over 1,000 subscribers here on YouTube. This is our super chat system, wherein we celebrate our little mascot back here, Mr. Stufflefkus himself, and it goes to support the channel. And you can find, again, all those links at the bottom of the screen, as well as in the description of the video. And if you would like to join the stream as well, you can find the link for StreamYard in the description too. I also linked it at the top of the chat, and then we'll probably have some folks, I'm sure Donnie, our Blue Wrench, and Swan, our other Blue Wrench for the evening, dropping that link in periodically as well. I'm tired of being the only one on this screen. We got 4 beautiful boys lined up to join me. And if you guys want to join, please feel free to. This is what this is all about. It's just us hanging out and having a good time together. So without further ado, gentlemen, welcome to the show. Everybody wave, say hello.
What's up?
So we've got Joseph Prezo all the way in Washington, Patrick Starkey by way of Washington as well, but in New Zealand at the moment. Mr. Todd Koopa all the way up in Ohio. Todd, it's good to see you. I haven't talked to you in a minute. And then Mr. Bobby himself, Bourbon Battalion. If you have not gone ahead and followed Bobby on all the social media channels, go and do so. He is putting out some awesome content. And yeah, very happy to have you guys joining me for the stream. How is everybody? How are we doing on this Thursday night? Oh, you're good, man. You're good.
I'm doing fantastic. I hope the rest of you are as well.
Good, Joseph. Good.
Just freezing up here in Columbus like Perry is down in Lexington.
So cold, man.
It's freaking really cold right now.
Yeah, we're 16 degrees right now, so pretty cool.
Oh,
here.
yeah, you're there too.
Hold on.
Bob's working on it.
Hey, I don't know why. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can hear you just fine.
Yeah. So I had to switch for whatever reason. The headset wasn't working, so I had to switch to a different speaker so that I could hear.
Oh, well, okay.
So if I send reverb your way or something like that, let me know.
Sure, we'll do. Patrick, how's New Zealand?
From looking outside, it looks nice. I don't know. I haven't experienced it yet. So we got 8 days of quarantine left.
Whew.
So how much bourbon have you polished off?
Officially none, because can't have whiskey in the hotel. But
Can you have whiskey outside of the hotel?
out in the play yard?
Out in the courtyard?
I wish.
That would be funny,
No, only water.
That is a miserable hotel.
Unofficially, I'm doing pretty good.
Good.
So,
Well, hey, I figured we should also. Oh, look, there's somebody else. Who is this waiting? Oh, it's just Clifton from Bourbon Bites. Hello, Clifton.
Hello, Perry. Hello,
Hi,
everyone else. Hey, Clifton.
hey, Clifton.
Sorry, park's closed. Moose outside should have told you.
So I have no idea what you guys were talking about. I just popped in. I just finished my stream. So
Oh no, we were just
everyone.
saying hey to everybody and checking in, making sure we were all good. So how are you, Clifton?
Doing good. I'm feeling real good about the stream I just finished. So I'm very, very happy with it.
Good.
Greg is such a great guy. I listened to your podcast right before I had him on, and he's such a cool guy.
He is. He is a very genuine human being.
Yeah.
So
For those of you who don't know, I had Greg Snyder from Chicken Cock, but more importantly, Greg Snyder from the whiskey industry, who's been freaking everywhere. Seagram's, Wild Turkey, Woodford. He's been everywhere.
Yeah, he's really cool. He's done a lot of different things. I wanted to I need to we need to address something before we go much further as well. Let me find something. I need something special to pour for this.
Crap, is this an intervention?
Is this an announcement? Is there another baby, Perry?
No, there is not. There is absolutely not at the moment. Quite the opposite, unfortunately. For those of us who are part of the community, Scotch Trooper passed away this week. He passed away on Tuesday from pancreatic cancer. And man, just what a heavy loss to have Brett leave this world and leave his family and leave the community behind. But man, shook me up pretty badly. I was going to address it in the intro to this week's episode, and it just kind of like I never found the right way to say it. But he just I apologize for rambling, by the way, but one of the things that being a dad has done to me is making me a lot more sentimental than I was before. And I was already a very sentimental person. But this hit me so hard as a dad, like, and a new dad at that. But it just sucks to see that he's leaving behind 2 beautiful kids and a wonderful wife. And it just absolutely breaks my heart, man. So I wanted to officially raise a glass to Brett tonight because good die young, unfortunately. So cheers, guys.
Cheers. And his GoFundMe, I believe, is still live, and those funds are still going to his family. If anyone wants to give.
Donnie, can you find the link for that and drop it in the chat, please? I would appreciate that. Because I would also like to. Oh, look, there's a private chat for us too. I didn't even notice. Anyway, yeah, I would like to be able to donate to that as well. We haven't even said hey to people in the chat yet. Will Henderson, hello.
Hey,
you sponsored this crazy flight that we did this week that absolutely wrecked my palate. Steve A, Lil all the way in Straya. Donnie, of course, and Swan are blue wrenches for the evening. Swan is going to be back on the show here in a couple of weeks after his extended hiatus. Wheels, good to see you in here, my friend. It's been a minute, I feel like. Let's see, whom else are we looking at? Miss Emily Chambers, Ryan Story, my buddy from the Tell Me I'm Wrong podcast, who also just found out this week that he and his wife are expecting a baby girl. So cheers to you, Ryan.
Cheers.
Awesome.
Apparently it's going around.
There's something in the water. But
That's funny. In our office, we hire, a lot of assistants and basically a bunch of young women, women in their 20s and early 30s. And at some point they all get pregnant, which is fine. We're happy with it. But everybody
that's such a weird statement to me.
If you're going to hire someone who's 28 years old, they're going to get pregnant, right? Every single one of them that has gotten pregnant and had a baby while in our employ has had a girl.
Wow.
Well, water.
That's wild.
We've had one that, she had a boy before she worked for us. While she worked for us, she had a girl. And then she left us and had another boy. But something about working for us means you're going to have a girl.
All right. We are, well, it's all that fluoride that you guys are pumping into people.
Sure.
Man, I'm so happy to
all
welcome
those beautiful smiles.
Oh, beautiful, beautiful smiles. That's the baby maker right there.
That's right.
Also super excited to welcome to the stream, Wheels.
What's up, Brandon?
What's up, Brandon? It's good to see you, buddy.
Good to see you, too. I think this is the first time I've actually been on the stream with you.
I think so as well. I think I'm also going to have to take off this
yeah, I was like, you're covering him up
banner
there.
here at the bottom because you are about 95% obscured. So, people, if you're looking for the links and info for Snuffy Chats in the description of the video below, go support Mr. Snuffleupagus and also support the channel. So go check all that out. I'm also going to, I haven't talked about this yet, but we were talking about it in our group chat last night. I think it was last night. It might have been 2 nights ago. I can't remember. But I'm going to do, I really need to do a subathon to get the channel over 1,000 subscribers. So there's a good chance within the next couple of weeks that that's going to happen. So that way, you know, we can keep all the super chats right here, make it a lot easier for people, this, that, and the other. And yeah, so potentially next Saturday, we'll be doing a subathon. I haven't really decided yet. But yeah.
You need to get invites on everybody else's channel and have them pimp you.
Well, you're welcome
I
on
don't
mine
know.
anytime,
That's
Perry,
it.
you know?
I don't know what to
seems to
tell
work.
you, man. I've been a guest on so many different channels, and I don't know, man. First, go ahead, Brandon.
I was gonna say, I know I tried to shout out channels anytime I have a chance to. So
Yeah, man. I appreciate it, of course. First snuffy chat of the evening comes from Eric Smith. He said, "I'm at work. Here's $10 to have everyone on the screen bottle chug."
Yeah, no.
Is it too early for a bottle chug? Patrick's got limited quantities. Like, he needs to ration that.
Well, speaking of Patrick, we should probably raise a toast to Patrick. Apparently, he was awarded something or won
Double Eagle,
something
very rare, or
that
something
may be of some kind of importance.
I got
So,
a
hey.
on that.
Cheers for whatever it was that you earned.
And cheers to you for, you know, defending our country.
Oh, thank you.
Snuffy says cheers as
All
well.
right.
Patrick, you can't chug that. You got like 8 more days, dude, in quarantine. You can't you can't be chugging yet.
He didn't chug anything.
My real stuff.
I didn't see anything.
Oh yeah, you didn't even bring that. Like, what is that? You just filled it with some water. It's fine.
It's the beam from the bar.
Ah, yeah. You brought your own container. Gotcha.
The 70 proof beam or whatever it is.
I'll
By the way, Perry,
I'll do a bottle chug since Eric paid for it.
Oh, 4 roses.
Speaking of which,
So if
what's
I
everybody
randomly
drinking
disappear tonight, I just want to warn you, our AC repair guy's coming. Our heater and our AC quit last night, so I believe he's on his way here. So if you hear a knock at the door and you hear me disappear quickly, that's why. So
That's fine.
just wanted to give you a heads up.
Give like a piece or something, or like a.
Yeah, I was like,
I don't know. I mean, if you have to like
into
flip
my
us
house
off
or something crazy.
you know.
It's Clifton's AC repairman.
Oh my god!
I'm here to fix the AC. It's Sylvester
I get a
Stallone.
plumber or something
Oh,
sexier than
I'm
AC repair.
sorry, I forgot my wallet.
Patrick Starkey said,
He's gone.
"Can I get on the stream for a $10 snuffy chat?" Well, Patrick, I can say it officially worked. So
Nailed it.
killing it, man.
What are y'all drinking? Have y'all already said what y'all are drinking? Sorry if I missed it.
No, we haven't said that yet. That was actually my next order of business. So we'll go around the horn. Can we say that? I don't want to get banned by ESPN or something. Go around the horn. Start with Joseph.
Russell's Reserve Single Barrel. Kate Nelson.
This is for you.
Hey, it's your fault I'm drinking Russell's Reserve.
I am
and rare breed.
I'm drinking Coca-Cola B520.
Coca-Cola
Oh,
B520.
okay.
Did you just say that? I love that.
Nice.
I'm drinking. I just finished my chicken cock from the stream. I just poured some Woodford Double Oaked. I realized I haven't had it in forever. I thought this was a pick when I bought it because it was labeled on the website as a pick. I still bought it anyways because I was like, oh, I'm not going to bring it up at checkout. But yeah, it's not bad. It's Woodford, you know.
I'm doing the Old Forester 150th batch 3.
Flex much?
I know. I was like, I just said Woodford. You're drinking Old Forester 150th. What the hell? Sorry, Perry.
You. It's fine. Bob.
Yeah, I got the Weller 12. So just drinking,
Old
finishing the
bottle.
old bottle of Weller 12.
Also flexing over there.
Nice.
I know. I'm about to go grab my Weller full purchase. Be like, oh, actually, I'm drinking this.
Brandon, what about you, man?
So it says SCN, which I would think would be single caffeination.
Yeah.
But I just think it's a store pick of Whistle Pig 12-year finished in rum and vermouth barrels.
I've heard their Whistle Pig pick is actually really good. I haven't had a chance to try it. I love everything they're doing with single caffeination.
So I actually got this from Mike from my whiskey den.
Okay.
Yesterday. I got this one, and then I got another one. This one's a cast strength in Tokay cast, which is a Hungarian wine. This one's cast strength at 57.7.
Heck
So
yes. Sounds yummy.
The one I'm doing right now is only at 50%.
Nice. So I am drinking this Old Scout bourbon pick from my buddies in North Carolina. Ted Graham is one of them. I think Ted's supposed to be hopping in here at some point too.
Please tell me people call him Teddy.
Oh, I don't know. We'll have to
Teddy
ask.
Graham?
Oh, I know. I understand. But, look at Clifton over there doing the bottle truck. But so I was fortunate enough at the beginning of last year to go on an Elijah Craig pick with his group. Chad and I did. Chad from It's Bourbon Night, of course. I don't know if you've heard of them. They're a little bitty YouTube channel. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
You said Chaz? Chaz? What?
No, I'm sorry. Yes, I misspoke. It is Chaz and Sarah.
Doesn't he
Yeah,
hang out with someone named Sally or Susan? Something like that. Chaz and Susie?
I don't know about.
It was Shara by the end of last stream. Their Super Bowl.
Wow. Okay.
There were H's all over the place.
Sarah.
I got a cool little story about the Old Scout line. A local store just opened up back in December here. They were actually fraternity brothers with the master distiller over there. And we're getting in a cast strength rye and bourbon from those guys.
Nice.
Here in South Carolina.
That's awesome.
So the rye is going to be 5 years and the bourbon's going to be 6.
Oh wow, that's
This
older
is
than
all
mine. My
their-
bourbon is
that's
5
all their
years. My
stuff?
rye is 4.
Yeah.
They're
This
not still
bourbon's 5
sourcing
years.
it. This is theirs, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, it is Source, right? It's MGP. Yeah, it's MGP.
Well, Old Scout has been MGP for a long time. I wonder if they're making their own
distilled in
stuff
Indiana.
now.
Yeah. Now they do their own stuff. I think their stuff's pretty young and it kind of shows. But I think they're doing MGP sourcing right. It's a good price. It's a good age, and I really dig it.
Yeah, they're waiting until later this month to bottle the rye. So just because that's going to make it the 5 years. And I actually got to try it before it was bottled at like 114 proof or whatever it was.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Now we're
Right
talking.
close that time.
Also,
It
I
was-
apologize for dipping off screen every now and then. I'm also eating my dinner. So
And he's actually dipping.
I've
I've seen your spit cup, Bob.
Okay, cool.
All right, then.
I'm trying to like go down from host mode just because I just literally finished my stream. So I'm like, wait, awkward silence. Do I fill in? I'm like, nope, that's Perry's job.
That's right.
Scott said, "Has anyone had burning chair?" I actually have
Says to
a
do.
burning chair pick around here somewhere. Well, a sample of it. All right, we are about to welcome to
This one-
the
I have
stream
one
none
here on
other
bar.
than, huh? What?
I was about
just
to.
happened?
I was about to flex for Todd.
Yeah, I have
No,
a
by all
chair on the
means,
bar.
go ahead. This is a lot of
Welcome.
fun. Be really awkward for 30 seconds while we all decide who's going to talk first.
I just got these in the Whiskey Rebellion, the Intemperance from Roma Craft.
Wait, that's not what I wanted. How do I do this? What's
I think
happening?
you right click on them and say solo layout.
There we go. Does that show up? There we go.
Awesome.
They were on
Hey, there we
sale, so I had to jump.
Yeah, did you have one yet?
I haven't had one yet. I got them
Yeah.
today. They have to
Go ahead,
sit for
light
a
it up,
day.
man. Light it up.
They have to sit for a day. It's still wet.
Yeah.
Light it up.
I did bring one of these out just in case.
Oh, here we go. Again. Hold on.
Okay.
What was that? What was it? What was it? Oh, yes.
You have a box.
I do indeed. I do indeed. And let me tell you, they're phenomenal. Anyway,
Aren't they, though?
You're about to make me go get a cigar.
That is not what I want to be smoking when the AC guy shows up.
I didn't want everybody to think that all I do is drink and smoke cigars. I don't have to smoke cigars all the time.
Why? There's nothing wrong with that.
all right, I'm going to bring somebody else into the stream.
I
It
think
is
it's perfectly
Steve.
fine, Joe.
Steve.
Steve, what's up, man?
Hey,
Greetings.
Steve. Hey. Cheers.
Sometimes you want to go.
Cheers to y'all.
Cheers to you, Steve. It's good to see you in here, buddy. How are you?
Yeah, I'm pretty damn good. Finally got done with work an hour and a half ago.
Oh, wow.
Get done with work,
Well,
sit in the
cheers
middle of
to that.
Akavite's stream, move on to Clifton's stream, now to yours, and Thursday night is just insane.
I was about to say Thursday nights are the best. I just freaking love them.
Thursday nights are the best.
My problem is I got too many overlapping streams that I'm supposed to be moderating. It's like this never-ending from basically like 3:30 until 10 or 11 at night. I have.
Well, I don't think you're a mod on my channel, so that's like, don't worry about that. But or are you?
No, I'm not.
Okay, don't worry.
I'm okay with that. I've got
additional
I'm like
responsibility.
on 15 or 16 channels already. I got enough work to do.
You know you don't have to.
Yeah, it's just like
Oh no, trust me, I take nights off. It's the only way to even pretend to be sane anymore.
Well, Perry, we're almost Brady Bunch style here. You got anyone else to bring on?
You got to bring someone
We need
in.
one more to fill in the. Well, it's either that or Hollywood Squares.
Oh yeah, I always think Brady Bunch, but
So if we do Brady Bunch, then Todd would be
I'm Alice. I'm Alice.
I don't know who I am.
She's from my hometown back home, so that's okay.
So
Whoa,
would I
really?
be I be Mike or Carol? I can't remember.
I think you would be Carol. I think she
Carol's
was
on top.
Yeah, I think she was on top.
Sorry, what are we
I
talking
don't know
about?
who I
I
am.
don't remember which way those two were in.
I get the little swoopy hairdo. What they call that, a shag?
I'm pretty
Was
sure
that a shag?
that Alice was. Yeah.
Okay.
Shut up, shut up,
conversation.
Peter.
I'm not feeling the awkward silence.
This is incredible.
Shut my
stuff.
responsibility.
This is incredible stuff.
Clifton, you're really-
Clifton, you have to say, Marsha.
Man, I feel like I was too young for Brady Bunch. Like I watched it, but like I didn't get into the whole. Was there culture behind it? Were people like fans like lining up for the next episode? Probably not.
It
What,
was a big
lining up in
fandom,
front of their own TV
like
set?
Gilligan's
Yeah,
Island.
I was thinking like Netflix, like binge watching. Like, nope, that wasn't.
What
a
are you
thing, so.
talking about, dude?
It's my turn with the clicker.
See, the thing is, when Brady Bunch came out, a clicker wasn't really that was like when the clicker got started, because those original remote controls that were wired to the TV actually clicked.
Mhm.
It's a swan.
Swan.
Come here.
It's Bobby.
Sorry, I'm just kidding.
Hey, I'm on my phone too.
Oh, but I just ignored the fact that Wheels was vertical. But
But you're so, like, I feel like you're better framed than
Wheels.
Swan
Wheels
is.
can get away with that kind of thing. We're talking
He's closer,
Swan.
though.
There's a whole
Yeah.
I'm getting
Whoa.
do it.
This down here, this is how you photograph a Karen asking for a manager.
Donnie makes a good point. Brady Bunch was before a clicker. The youngest child that was old enough to follow instructions was the clicker.
Yeah, that was me in the family. I was one that sat next to the TV.
I was the clicker for a while too.
Mhm.
Then a few years later, it was my sister, and then a few years after that, there was actually something that somebody could hold in their hand.
Fortunately, back then we only had 4 channels.
You have to stand like this with the antenna and just stay there.
We had 5. We were lucky. We had a good UHF channel in town.
We didn't until I was older.
Yeah,
There was ABC, CBS, NBC, and PBS.
Yeah,
That was all we had. I take it back. We had a Canadian station.
No, we actually had a local independent station too that wasn't UHF. So we actually had 6 for a long time.
We're old.
See the white here? Yeah, it's
Eric Smith. Swan looks like he's about to live stream himself getting pulled over.
as long as he doesn't get busted for an open bottle in the car, we're okay.
Switching over audios.
Do have some in the trunk.
Trunk is
What's
fine.
happening?
As long as you can't get to it while you're driving, you're okay.
Yeah, absolutely. But
And not crossing an international border or something.
yeah,
Perry, you're on mute.
I just got one that I put in the back here. I got some more Nika from Barrel, the storehouse. So I picked up some.
So are you back in town yet?
No, this is my last shift. I clock in 30 minutes, and then I'm driving back as soon as I clock out.
Be careful.
Yeah, it's gonna be a long trip. Thankfully, the interstate looks like it's clear, but as soon as you get into the neighborhoods, it's an ice rink. So that'll be fun.
Oh,
Do a bunch of donuts.
That-
It'll be fun.
that footage from Fort Worth this morning. Oh, good Lord.
Mm-hmm.
Not good.
No.
Looks like
Okay,
it just
so
started
Perry, you're
snowing
off
here.
mute. Go ahead and talk. Maybe. No, he's back.
I don't know what's happening.
There you are. Now you're off. And now you're on
Oh,
mute.
now you're muted.
Perry.
It has it right on your name on the screen.
I
There
know
you go.
I'm muted. I'm trying to figure out why I can't hear anything through my headphones.
Oh, well.
Like it's coming
We
through
only
my
have it on
Zoom
one
right
ear,
now,
first of
and
all.
it sounds like you guys are all trying to talk to me over a C radio.
We are
Ooh,
Just keep the
ghostly.
content rolling, okay? Goodness, I'm trying here.
Content. What's that?
Oh, see, now we're just making it awkward. We're just gonna wait for Perry to get back. We're just.
Oh
gonna,
no!
Now we all just stare up at that top left corner and go, "Come on, Perry."
Yeah, absolutely.
Let's play a game. Let's all fake freeze.
All right, I figured it out. I can hear you now. Jeez Louise.
Yay! I figured out the stuff.
Back.
Well, you
I
know
don't know
what's funny
what
about the
happened
StreamYard-
there.
These StreamYard streams is only the host can end them. So if Perry just randomly disappears, like he has a power outage or whatever, we're stuck here for the next few hours. I mean, I don't know if I Whiskey minds in the chat, but I have been that
It
person.
timed out after about 40 minutes or so.
Yeah, I have been the person when Sam fell asleep on a stream. I was just there, just like, yeah. So
I was there as well.
yeah,
see,
yeah.
But
So
the difference there is that her computer was still running.
yeah,
Yep.
So her system was still saying go.
Still one of the best things I've ever seen.
And we kept yelling at her, "Wake up!
we
Wake up!"
yell, be air
Well,
horn,
chatting.
but
Oh God.
Yeah, chatting for someone who's
Yeah, that'd be
asleep to
tough.
wake up.
Patrick's stuck in a
Does not
hotel with
work.
no booze.
no booze except
Or
that
so
Coke
you think.
520.
He officially doesn't have any booze. Unofficially,
I know nothing.
So Patrick, are there any spirits that you can get?
Thank you, Donnie.
Originate there? Like, is there anything interesting, or are you just kind of looking at sobriety?
Not that originates here, but they do have the Australia releases available. So
Plantain straight from the barrel.
Oh,
I haven't seen that yet, but I have seen the 1894 and
Nice.
a few others. So we'll see once I get.
Well, you gotta hang out with us when you're going to the liquor store and show off some of your options there.
Most of it's under 80 proof, so
Yeah.
Mhm.
Wait, could you
So
just
do
say
they have a
80 proof?
under?
Yeah, their Jim Beam isn't it 35%?
Yeah, it's
it's, I think it's 37 and a half.
Yeah,
That's just wrong.
yeah.
that is no good.
So do they have a kiwi flavored White Claw?
Yep. Those are really
Mm. I'm in for that.
I'd try it.
I'll have to look.
Yeah. Well, Perry, I gotta head out because we gotta eat dinner. And I have my hangout after afterwards tonight. So thank you for having us
He's
on.
going to have his AC fixed.
Yeah.
I had to go pretty up for the AC, man. All right, cheers, guys. Have a good
Clifton,
stream.
hopefully we'll see you later too.
Yeah, see you guys.
See you, buddy.
Clifton.
Clifton.
Bye.
Hey, Clifton.
Thanks
Jason
for
from the
coming.
Mash and Drum has joined the chat. Hello, Jason. It's good to see you in here, buddy. Jason, if you want to join as well, the link is in the description or it's somewhere up top.
Okay,
I
there.
truly don't know.
I thought you were saying that he was like literally joining, not just in the chat. I'm like,
He's in the chat.
Oh, Swan's gone too. Bye, Swan.
Swan dropped off. No.
He's got to go to work.
Probably.
He was totally in the
Such
car.
a nice
waiting.
boy.
He's a good boy.
Well, that was a
And
heavy
not
sigh.
beautiful as sitting in a.
What?
What's going on?
Somebody was saying something that got chopped off.
What do
You guys happen to see the Valentine episode of the Turds with Jason and those guys?
Oh no, I haven't seen that. They were talking about it on Jason's show last night, though. Hey, Sam.
It's worth a watch for sure.
Speaking of falling asleep, hosting a stream.
We did mention that.
Does anybody else keep hearing
And now
feedback?
here she is.
Keep hearing a female voice in the background.
No.
That's me.
All right. Well, never mind. I see how it is.
Is your wife trying to call for help?
I don't know.
I mean, he's got
I don't hear- I don't-
one can off of the. He's got the can off of the
I
right
do.
ear, so he should be able to hear atmospheric sounds like his wife calling for help.
I do that intentionally. Yeah, and I do not hear a baby crying at the moment. So
That would, absolutely reasonable course of action, man.
see, I just heard it again. I think I'm losing my mind. Never mind. Doesn't matter. Yes. Hello to Sam from My Whiskey She Wine.
Is it the CB radio again?
I don't want to talk about it. Anyway, has anybody moved on? Todd, you look like you're pouring something else.
Yeah, I switched over to Stag Junior, batch 12.
Mm.
Thank you, Joseph.
Good choice. Good choice. I'm on, for a little bit anyways, some Coppercraft.
Interesting.
Okay.
Yeah, I moved over to Booker's, the Kentucky Chew, 2018-03.
Man, I'm jealous.
Chef's kiss.
When I move on, I'll move on to Knob Coke 12 year.
Nice.
How long were you stewing on that one? Because that seems like it was a minute. Oh my goodness.
When you go chef's kiss, that's like sipping bourbon.
Yeah, I know. That's what's so funny about it. That's the point. That's the literal point behind it.
Like cleaning my ears.
Laughing at what Joseph is saying. I shared this in our group chat, but I got a wonderful review this week. Actually, it might have been a couple or last week at some point. But maybe I'll leave it, I'll leave it off of the main episode, but I got this review from Jeffy 2001 on the podcast. 3 out of 5 stars. Headline Giggle Fest. So already a great start. Said the content is great. Really like the guys and their opinions, but the constant giggling and laughing is so distracting. Every sentence ends in an exaggerated loud belly laugh. It's just way too much silly giggles.
Isn't that what we tune in? That's why we tune in, is to hear the majesty of the Perry laugh.
It's a thing in and of itself. It's just like thank you, Jeffy 2001, for leaving your comment. But like, what the heck, dude? Like, that brings our rating down in the thing, in the app. It's just sad. Anyway, I like to laugh. I hope and I hate that people are turned off by that, but I'm a happy person. Jeffy 2001 equals the Grinch, possibly Donnie. There's a strong possibility of that. I haven't done enough research into it. My investigation is currently inconclusive, but if I find out that he sits atop Mount Crumpet, I wouldn't be surprised. Emily says, "Stop being so happy." What can I say? I'm a happy boy, I guess.
I was at one time going to leave you a review saying that you guys are terrible and Swan sucks, but I figured he'd be expecting that.
I feel like I'm even expecting it a little bit from time to time, but who's to say?
He actually said that in one of the shows. Oh, it'd probably praise saying you guys are terrible. And Swan
Oh, that's
sucks.
right. He did say
I was like,
that.
oh, I gotta leave a review now.
You know what's funny? And like I have always I've always been not hypercritical, but just very aware of podcast hosts who don't remember a previous bit or something that they talked about on a show before. And like now that I'm 165 episodes in, I'm like, I don't know half of the stuff we talked about. Like, and people are so much more well versed in the lore of the show than I am, that if somebody brings up a bit, I'm like, oh yeah, we totally said that, didn't we? Anyway, we got another snuffy chat from Mr. Don Nishida all the way in Hawaii. Here's to more giggles. Hashtag snuffy chat. Yeah, let's giggle away. Let's get some giggles in the chat. Hashtag giggle. Just like that. Just like that. Somebody leave us a.
Is that a giggle or one of those teepees?
somebody leave us a barrel rings where it's just giggling the entire time.
We need
859-428-8253.
We need a couple of guffaws. I think Steve A would give us a
How about
guffaw.
a good chortle?
Now I'm scared.
I think that's a chortle. I don't know.
Now I feel like I'm about to be scared in a haunted house on Halloween.
This was a little bigger pour than I'd really intended. Oh,
Well, that's how I started. That's
Yeah.
why I haven't switched to something else. I started off with a Perry pour of Russell's Reserve.
I actually got around to tagging my Stag Junior bottle, so I remember which one is which. Actually, I have a batch 3.
Nice.
I've been doing that since the very beginning.
Oh, it wasn't that long ago that I started putting tags on them. I'm like, I'm sick of digging up to figure out which one's which when I pour. It's just ridiculous.
Steve, hold up that pour again. No, not the bottle, the glass.
Oh, that's just an ounce and a half.
That's not that much. What are you doing saying that you poured too much for yourself?
No. It was
Get
more
out of
than
here.
I
Get out of here. I'm going to kick you out of the stream.
No. Time out.
I'm going to go get some
I
Stag
did not
Junior.
say I poured too much. I said I poured more than I'd planned on. It's a big difference.
Fair enough. Yes, Donnie, hashtag GiggleFest 2021. We're all about the laughs here.
Can
Apparently,
that be the name of your meetup?
Say that again. Would you say that?
Can that be the name of your meetup?
Part of me wants to like take it. Yeah, exactly. Part of me wants to take it a little bit more seriously than GiggleFest, but at the same time, I'm like, that is just perfect for the brand. Oh, but hashtag Perry pour. Duh.
Oh, you
Somebody.
The light's too bright.
There we go.
13. Yep.
There we go.
There you go.
There it is.
Ooh.
I got
Yeah, I've been
3,
doing this
5.
since the beginning.
Okay, yeah. When I only had 2 or 3 bottles, I didn't worry about it. About the time I got to the 4th one, I'm like, I need to start tagging those bad boys.
How do you guys keep track of your whiskey collections? Because I just kind of like
Spreadsheet.
I need to start one, but
It's
most of the time I'm just like, oh yeah, I forgot I had this.
I which reminds me, I need to go and put a few more entries in my spreadsheet because I didn't update it on my last shopping trip.
I only have like 60 bottles, so it's easy. I put them in my bourbon cabinet, and yeah, it's easy when you don't have a lot.
I got
I
another
have
shelf there.
I have sampled fewer bottles than Perry owns. I mean, I've sampled samples, like fewer samples than Perry owns bottles.
I don't want to talk about the amount of bottles that I have. Like, it's gonna make me
So
feel a little bad.
how many pairs of shoes does Lucy have?
I'm gonna go back
'Cause
on
that-
mute and eat my dumplings.
Safer that way. Much
Because
safer.
that would be your out.
Harry has learned rapidly.
I moved on to something new.
Also, you guys are terrible at keeping up content, so I'm gonna keep it
Which
on track.
Lochnar was that, Wheels? I saw a bottle come up.
So this one's the Spooner.
Okay.
Oh,
Wait,
that's
hold on.
adorable.
Hold on, keep it up, Brandon.
So this particular distillery does a lot of really good ryes, including a series that he's got there. I got one of down here, and one of his bottles, what I got down here in another room, where they have lots of heirloom rye varietals that they've been distilling into actual whiskey to see how some of the stuff plays out. And it's all been really fucking good.
It's 15 different varietals in 1 acre plots.
Mm-hmm.
So this one is batch 1, bottle 11. And then I do have another one as well that I actually put into a blind for a few people.
Yep.
To go against some big brands like Jack Daniels and Elijah Craig. As well as a single malt rye from Amarillo, which is Indian whiskey.
Also, Scott Bigley, as soon as my collection was above a used car cost, I cried a little. Yeah, I feel that, buddy. I feel that. Also,
Ooh, very nice, Joseph.
Matt Porter from ADHD Whiskey, who co-hosts on this week's episode, is now in the chat. Hello, Matt. It's good to see you in here, buddy.
Blueberries.
If you want to join the show, feel free to. The link is in the description, or maybe Donnie will drop it again for you. I don't know, or maybe I can do it. Here we go.
I got it.
Who's got it? Steve?
Yeah.
Oh, thank you, Steve. Bob, which batch of Stag Junior was that?
Batch 11.
Oh.
I got that back there.
What year was batch 11?
11.
Okay, thank you guys. Thank you guys so much for your insight.
Should have been 2018.
2018 winter.
Yeah, batch 11 was fall winter of 18.
I'm trying to remember what my first bottle of Stag Junior was. I think it might have, and I actually got it.
I know that answer.
I got it secondhand because the guy I got it from was like, it's just too
I
hot
picked
for
up
me.
this
I
one
don't
at
want it." Wait, what now?
I picked this up duty free. I said this
Ooh.
bottle of Stag I picked up duty free because it was,
Whatever works.
you can't beat duty free. It's always just going to be cheap. And so, little known fact: if you're always trying to find the best duty free, it's never where you think it is. When you go to the airport, go to the regional wing.
You said duty.
Okay, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
Well, worse than me saying Spooner.
Yeah, go to the regional.
Oh.
Now the problem is
turn on to the regional wing.
I'm going to turn on my ventilation system.
Oh, he's gonna smoke a cigar. I see why.
Yep.
Hey, Papa Ritter's in the chat. Hey, Papa Ritter. Terrence Scott as well. Hello, Terrence Scott.
the one thing is not, and it depends on the airport, obviously, but not all airports have a separate duty free for the regional stuff. Like I know in Minneapolis that the I'd have to double check, but I don't think that the airport that the smaller, or that the terminal that the smaller airlines fly out of even has a duty free.
So this is the other one that I have.
You might be surprised by
Well, Triticale.
It's
Go for it, Brandon.
critical, or yeah, critical, not triacle.
Okay. I'm lost.
Rocknar is like a marathon or a runner's race, right?
Also, everybody's getting out their Stag Junior, so I'm going to get some Stag Junior out.
It's a stag party.
So the thing
that was a
about the
good one. That was a
regionals,
good
right?
one.
See, I live in
Why is it a
Did you ever find
sausage
that
party?
I live in a control state. I don't have any stag.
I live in a hotel room. I have no stag.
I live in a controlled state. I went to New Jersey.
You just went to a different state.
I'm in South
Hey, well,
Carolina.
Here in Washington, we used to be a control state, and the bourbon selection was shit.
Mhm.
I mean, it was the same 10 things in every store, and then it
So-
went private. It went, okay, fine. We'll not be a state store anymore. So the prices went up a little bit. $2 or $3 a bottle, maybe up to $5, but the selection went from 10 to 100. So
I'll be traveling back home to South Dakota in July, which or not July, June. But that was kind of the last time I actually saw a bottle of stag was in South Dakota.
my little out of town mountain.
Hey, Jason.
There's this little out of town joint about a half hour from me. I mean, it's in a town of like 15,000 people. It's a rinky-dink little joint, and she's got a bottle of stag sitting there right now.
How much?
For it's like $80. But
My
this is
hometown
Washington. This is Washington, so everything's going to be higher. Pat knows.
Oh yeah.
My hometown has 300.
Well, okay, Stag or Stag Junior?
Stag Junior.
Stag Junior.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, that's what who's belly aching about. We never see Stag Junior. But then you wouldn't in a town of 300.
Well, see, down here it's controlled. Back home it wasn't, so it was just sitting on the shelf.
Mm-hmm.
We had the E.H. Taylor Rye and Stag Junior from 2018 was the last time I was up there on the shelf.
So we got to welcome in. Apologize. Jason from the Mash and Drum. Hello, Jason. It's good to see you in here, buddy. How are
Hey,
you?
Jackson.
How you doing, you gorgeous ladies of wrestling? How are you?
Oh,
Hey, Jason.
hey, what a great show Glow is, though. By the way,
What's that?
Oh, it's only
great show
because you like
Glow
to see
is.
what's your name's boobs.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, yeah, hell yeah. Yeah, it was,
Oh, Allison Brie. No, that's not.
Because she's such a good actress. Sorry. I'm sorry. She is.
Nailed it.
She is a good actress.
I really enjoyed the show Glow. Joseph, jeez Louise, what the heck, man.
It's a really good show.
It is a good show. I like it a lot. We just
Especially the
started.
first 5 minutes.
I am totally losing control of this entire stream. But we just
as soon as
started.
you tossed out the StreamYard link for everybody and started letting people in, of course you lost control of the stream.
what happens when you let the riffraff in.
Yeah. Clearly, Perry is not selective.
Brazzers.
We did just start Silicon Valley though the other night, and I'm freaking loving it. I know that it's, of course, widely regarded as one of the best shows of all time, but man, it's so good. I love the writing on it.
We just
But also,
finally signed up. I'm sorry. We
No,
just
it's
finally
just-
signed up for HBO Max. Sorry.
No, go ahead, Joseph, please.
It's your show.
I don't care.
Too late now.
This is the problem with live streams that have several boxes in them.
Yeah, I'm aware. Go for it.
So we just signed up for HBO Max. There is so much shit to watch on that.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I just got that myself. There's a lot of stuff to watch on there. So many like good series and stuff.
So my wife would be upstairs watching The Sopranos, and I'm downstairs watching Westworld. So
I couldn't get into Westworld.
it kind of takes forever to get where it's going, doesn't it?
Yeah, I just finished watching Schitt's Creek, which is hysterical. Love that show.
Haven't started it yet.
Yeah.
One of my top 5 favorite shows of all time.
All right, so out of the 4 in the family, who's your favorite character?
David.
Yeah, a lot of people's are like. I started off like he was my favorite, and then as the show went on, I love the mother, Moira. Oh my god,
Moira's great too, but
she's the one who does BB all the time, right?
Bebe.
She says Bebe.
Bebe.
Like Perry.
I gotta watch it.
Like Perry intermittently hears the Bebe crying in the background.
I can't remember what's the quote when they're babysitting. Excuse me, babysitting. It's like, is it not time for the bebe to? Crap! What is that line? I don't know. It doesn't matter. Anyway.
No clue, man.
Yep, me neither. Sam said, "I love them all." I mean, I do love them too, but.
Yeah, Alexis. I like Alexis too, but I like Alexis like noises. She goes, or like her reactions to everyone are hysterical.
We got a lot of love for David in the chat. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Donnie says David. Scott says David.
It's all about David's facial expressions.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
Clifton says Moira for me too.
There you go. He's a
Wait,
Moira.
I thought he had to leave. What's he still doing here chatting?
He's probably
he's on his phone.
He's probably eating. He's probably
he's entertaining the AC guy.
Yeah,
that's right.
Which I really hope that we're on speaker right now. Just as soon as we started talking about that, I was like, maybe we shouldn't be talking about that.
I'm so glad you're here. It's so hot in here.
Wow. That's why he's Brazzers.
It's LA.
Oh, the AC
I don't
guy.
suppose you brought big sausage pizza with you.
Oh, okay. The AC guy still hasn't shown.
Yeah, he hasn't shown up. Justin's
right. We believe you, Clifton.
Yeah.
Hashtag I believe Clifton.
So Jason, this is between me and Jason. Did you enjoy your little extra bonus in your package I sent? Oh, wait, your box I sent? No, wait.
You mean
no matter what you say.
There you go.
Yeah.
No matter what you say.
The worst gummies.
These are my favorite. I love Swedish fish.
No, they suck, dude. Swedish fish. If I had the opportunity to eradicate an entire line of candy from this world, Swedish fish would be the one.
Well played.
They're so bland and so tacky.
For
and
me,
I mean tack and like a gum tackiness.
No, for me it would be saltwater taffy. What is with saltwater taffy? I don't understand. Is it salty? Is it sweet? Is it gummy? Are you supposed to chew on it? You just swallow it? What do you do with that stuff? I don't.
You hate New Jersey that much?
I'm waiting for Jason's next, bourbon review. It's like saltwater taffy with caramel drizzled on top, and
right. Actually, there was one bourbon I tried last year that reminded me of Swedish fish. That was the Colonel Taylor 18. I said tasted like Swedish fish.
Okay, interesting.
Oh, all right. Well, first off, Cliff said, no, I love Swedish fish. I'm really sorry about that. But in my universe, they would be decimated. Scott Pigsley said, for me, it's Valentine hearts.
Yeah, and also candy corn should be eradicated.
No, candy corn
can go away.
No.
It's circus peanuts.
Candy corn can just go away. Valentine
and
hearts are just kind of like vaguely flavored compressed sugar.
I'm with Spawn, though. I'm with Spawn.
That's certainly a way to
every
put it.
Halloween. Every Halloween, we put out a dish that has candy corn and peanuts in it, salted peanuts.
Mhm.
It's like a deconstructed payday. Swan was on point with that.
Yeah, that's fantastic. I
My
hate
guy-
that.
That is absolutely correct.
See,
Yeah.
I don't know
My
what
guy
that
Nick
tastes
Foles.
like.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead. So go ahead, Brandon.
I don't know what that tastes like because I'm allergic to nuts. So
Oh, that sucks.
yeah,
Also, Nick Foles, Sour Patch is better than Swedish Fish. 100%.
Well, of
Oh
course.
yeah,
There's
I would actually,
no competition.
I would actually agree with that. If I had a choice between Swedish Fish and Sour Patch Kids, I'm going for the Sour Patch Kids.
Yeah.
I think I read a list of like best bourbon and candy pairings a while back, and one of them was Sour Patch Kids. I was
Really?
like, yeah, I know, right? Like, I couldn't believe that was one that would have been on the list. I would have thought that maybe it would have been like exclusively Paydays and Reese's or something like that, but they threw freaking Sour Patch Kids in there.
So who wins in a fight, a Sour Patch Kid or a gummy bear?
Sour Patch Kid all the way.
Are you kidding?
They've got
eat
the word
kids.
sour in their name.
Yeah.
Bears eat kids.
Here we go. We just blew up the chat. I'm just gonna be like, bear, kid.
Yeah, let us know in the chat would the Sour Patch Kid or the gummy bear win.
You
Can we
put
get
a kid
polls on here?
and a bear in an octagon, the bear's going to win.
so Bourbon Thane did a stream a while ago, and it was like a Halloween stream where he was pairing whiskey with candy, and I had him do one that was not with nuts because most of it was, since nowadays a lot of your candy is nuts, or at least has some sort of nuts incorporated into it. And he really did well. I think he did just the regular Hershey's.
For someone who can't eat nuts, you say nuts a lot.
What's up with that, man?
So we have a lot of love for the the Sour Patch Kids in the chat. Sam said, "Y'all are savages." Sour Patch Kids.
Who's disagreeing with Sour Patch Kids, man? Come on.
Patrick said it. Clifton said it, but also Emily. Bears eat kids. Hashtag bears eat kids.
No, that says bear seat kids.
Bear seek
Especially
kids.
Grumpy Bear.
Yeah,
I think we
bear
have,
seat kids.
I think we have a
Grumpy
situation.
Bear is not playing around with these kids.
Yeah, I think we have a situation where some people are comparing the candies, and then some people are actually comparing the
Who
real
would
life.
win in a fight?
Yeah. Yeah.
No, in all
Also,
fairness, you know,
Angry
the
kids.
kids would be rather sour, but
Papa
to be
Richard,
clear,
good to
the
see you.
greatest candy of all time is
You say
Peanut
said
M&M.
so you said I say
Aussie,
nuts.
Aussie,
But
Ozzy!
Sorry, Chris is in here from
Hey, neighbor.
Welcome to the neighborhood, Patrick.
welcome to summertime, right?
That's it.
Yeah, it's 63 out today. It's horrible.
Oh, 63 Celsius, you'd be dead. You'd be dead.
I don't speak that weird language.
What is this Celsius you speak of?
I'm sorry, I only go by
I
the
think it's
Queen's
kind of like
metrics.
centigrade. Ooh, Chris and Pat are like the human centigrade right now.
I think we're around about 82 up here at the moment.
Nice.
So
Sorry.
I do want to mention something.
Sorry,
You
I've
said
been drinking.
You
Yeah,
say
well,
I said no.
Please, Brandon, go ahead. I'm going to mute myself while I recover.
You're good. I was gonna say you say I said nuts a lot, but see, I don't roll that way.
Ah,
What you did there, I saw that.
Yep. See what you did there. Very nice.
Oh my gosh. This is just you guys are too much. You guys are too much. Also, welcome.
81. How about -2?
Evening.
Hey, Lou.
Wow.
Hey, Perry,
Oh,
What's up, Chris?
you can let your dad know if he didn't get an LBS new riff pick with Wine and Market. I've got a couple of extra bottles still at Wine and Market.
Okay, sure. I'll let him know. He
I've
might
got-
have gotten them already, but I'll keep him. I'll keep him
I've got
abreast of the
5
situation.
10 over at the moment, so
we kind of sort of need to get Emily in here with no lights on.
Just a black screen. Hey, I also I know we're going into basically overtime, but first off, I want to say thank you all so much for being here. We're just going to keep this going.
Thank
'cause I
you
don't
for
see any
having
other
us.
time. Oh, we're
Thank you for
just gonna
having
keep going. I mean, yeah, you're welcome. Whatever. But we're gonna keep the party train rolling. Also, want to remind everybody that Snuffy Chats are still a thing. They haven't ended since we started the stream. What am I talking about? Never mind. Anyway, everything's in the description below. Just go check it out. Golly.
For some reason, I still can't use PayPal on my phone. I don't know why. So when we're done here, I'll leave you a Snuffy Chat via my laptop.
Then I'll go live on Instagram to say thank you.
It's still going to be for Eden's
Exactly.
Braces account.
Mm-hmm. Oh my gosh. I just had a sip of Stag Junior for the first time in months. Woo.
Yeah.
Which bash?
Jason, what are you drinking?
Trying this Blue Run stuff.
Ooh, how is it?
It's all right.
Yeah.
It's a 13-year. It's I believe it's Barton.
Snap.
Curated by the one and only Jim Rutledge. So bottle designed by Nike or some dude at Nike. So, but I don't know if it's like 160, 170 bucks good, but it's it's delicious. It's a damn good bourbon, but I'm like kind of like to the point like I've had it with these $180 to $200 releases that are coming out like every 10 days. Like, enough.
It's just getting ridiculous.
Yeah.
Speaking of Nike,
It's hard to
my
want to buy
daughter
that
was
when you can go get turkey any day of the week.
Yeah, here. You want to see a cool like party trick with this bottle? So, I mean, beautiful bottle design. It's got a beautiful butterfly here, like a metal butterfly. And this bottle looks pretty full, right? Now, when you turn it upside down, wow.
It's like those baby bottles from the 90s.
Baby bottle pop.
What happened to all my whiskey?
So you can
Gotcha,
see the
good.
links, by the way, at the bottom of the screen for Snuffy Chats. Thank you, Donnie, for posting that in our chat on the stream. Once again, that is all available in the description of the video as well. I had something else I was going to say, and that's totally. Oh, I know what it was. This is apparently batch 5 of Stag Junior.
Wow.
129.7?
And I've got 129.7, and I've got like a half ounce of it left. So
That was the second bottle. The batch 3 that I poured earlier was the first bottle of Stag Junior that I got. Batch 5 was the second one.
nice. There you go.
Yeah, those early stag batches were like
they were hot mess.
Yeah, they drank like fire, man.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, it's
Perry's
cool
like,
on the side.
Perry's like, oh, yeah, it does.
the only
Yeah,
stag
actually,
junior that have all the beers are batch 1.
Clifton can vouch for this. I sent him a bottle of batch 5.
Say who, Clifton?
I sent Clifton a bottle of batch 5.
Yeah,
It showed up randomly a couple of years ago.
Oh.
He's busy with repair, man.
Chris, Whiskey Smoke Explorer, welcome into the chat, buddy. It's good to see you. Go follow him on Instagram if you have not done so yet. Nick Foles, let's pull this up. I want to know where all this Barton/1792 old whiskey is coming from. I feel like they barely put it in their own products. I mean, they probably have it set aside for companies who already purchased those barrels, right? Or
There's
maybe
plenty
they
of Barton out there.
I mean, that's what the prevailing theory is that they they have a lot of barrels that they set aside for for sourcing, and I'm sure. I mean, Jim Rutledge has done. We've seen Cream of Kentucky, which is Barton, and now we're seeing Blue Run, which is Barton. So obviously he likes working with that stuff. So, I mean, I think, you have other distilleries using Barton as well. I mean, they have a shit ton of barrels that are aging. So, who knows what type of aged stuff that they have lying around in the warehouses, but
or laying around on the ground next to the river.
Yeah, well, apparently that was all younger stuff, so I don't think it was that much of a concern.
Well, apparently it was a lot of like vodka and brandy and stuff too.
Yeah.
Well, I understand that Costco's new Kentucky bourbon is Barton.
Yes, they're very clear about that.
Yes, very clear about it.
Oh, they are now, finally. The last time I looked, they still weren't being very open about what that was, but that was many months ago was the last time I looked at that. So
Right, but so these are from new labels that have just come through the TTB.
Oh, okay.
Right. So and all of them have said 1792 Barton, this, that, and the other.
Good. To be honest, I've got several of the Kirkland scotches, and they're all fantastic. The ones that I've got. They don't actually say who they are, but people are pretty sure it's Glenrothes. And they're, you get this 20 or 22 or 23-year-old Speyside sherry cask finished for $80. And if you like that style of scotch, that's an incredible buy. The last I heard on the bourbon, I think the last I heard was they were speculating it was Dickel, but
I have their Tennessee bourbon or Tennessee whiskey, whatever they call it.
7-year-old.
Yep.
Yeah, that was definitely Dickel.
It actually isn't. It's from the Tennessee Distilling Company.
Oh, so is it the same? But is it the same style whiskey? They use that charcoal filtering.
If it's labeled as Tennessee whiskey, it has to.
Yeah, but it's labeled as Tennessee straight bourbon whiskey.
Okay,
I got a bottle about a year and a half ago. It's Dickel.
It smells like Dickel, but it's not.
But
it's not. It's from the Tennessee Distilling Company.
I understand where it's from, but it still smells like it smells like.
Okay,
Right.
so
It's not
the question
Dickel, but it's Dickel.
Is Tennessee Distilling Company the same as Dickel?
No.
Yeah, no, they're two different entities.
Okay. Question answered. Thank you.
Yep.
Hey, you're welcome.
I'm willing to ask a question and have something that I thought was true be told to be wrong by people that I trust to give me good information. Why not?
Also, we got a snuffy chat from Bob, who's right on here. Thank you, Bob. $5 just said upside down butterfly. Perfect.
Okay.
Oh yeah, that was the Blue Run upside down butterfly.
Okay, I get it now.
Yeah.
To be fair, if you do that with a Michter's 10 bottle, the same thing happens.
A Michter's 10?
They got like that much glass in the bottom of the bottle.
They have a lot of glass in that bottle.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, I was focused more on the position of the butterfly.
Yeah, and you're definitely paying for that glass too with that Michter's 10. That's for sure.
Hey, I remember when I used to love Michter's 10. Now I'm like, it's okay.
I still think it's really good. I mean, I'm not like in love with it, but I still think it's a good pour.
Oh,
that was my first like premium bourbon.
Wow.
I saw it show up in a local 3 years ago. Like it was like $250. Like, oh, I gotta have it. And I loved it until my palate went proof.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing with Michter's 10. I just find it's overpriced, a little overrated. I mean, I've had a bunch of different 10s, and I remember only like one or two single barrels really sticking out as like, wow, this is really good. The rest have just been kind of like, I mean, just solid, good bourbons. Definitely nothing that I wanted to pay $120. But I mean, you even very rarely see it for $120 on the shelf. You see it if a store gets it in, you usually see it between $160 and $200. And it's definitely not worth that when I could get rare breed that has 12-year-old juice in it for freaking $45.
think I
Well,
paid
in my defense, I didn't know any better.
Well, yeah, I mean that's what a lot of people do. They see the Michter's 10 bottle, they know how rare it is, and they'll pay anything for it. But when you actually try it,
yeah,
it's
Well, that's okay,
solid
Jason.
bourbon.
The
But
Mitch's
like 110 or so, and I'm good with that. 160, probably not. 200, hell no.
Mm-hmm.
The Mitch's 120, the Mitch's 20-year release over here is going for $2,500 MSRP.
Oh my god!
Nope. No.
And that's where I just went. I've got better things to
Absolutely.
spend, $2.5 grand on.
I can get 20 really good bottles at $100 a pop for that.
Yeah,
That,
absolutely.
That probably half of those 20 bottles are as good or better than the Michter's 10 or Michter's 20.
Yeah, so it was
Hey,
funny
listen,
here.
Wild Turkey Rare Breed Barrel Proof Rye. Wild Turkey Rare Breed Barrel Proof Rye is delicious. And it's half the price point.
Oh yeah, that's good stuff. Yeah, there was a really funny issue that happened here in Ohio with they released the new prices for 2021, so they were showing all the new pricing labels, and apparently there was a mistake somewhere, and they had put the Michter's just the regular rye, their single barrel rye, that's like 88 proof or whatever it is, at like $80. And everybody's like, how the hell is Michter's just regular rye going to be $80? I'm like, is the price going up that high? So like everybody was losing their mind, and then all of a sudden they realized there was a mistake that the state made, and everyone like came back down to earth. But I mean, imagine walking in and seeing a Michter's just a regular single barrel rye for $80. I mean, the barrel strength is cheaper than that.
I'd love to see that. It's about 120 over here.
Yeah.
It's funny. I discovered.
So, Jason, I went to the Chateau in Columbus. Who had it at 80.25.
The Chateau. Oh, it was still 80.25.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's supposed to be fixed. If that stays, I'd be very surprised.
So I discovered a couple of years ago that Michter's does not handle water or ice at all. I had some friends over a couple of years ago. We did like a whole lineup. It was basically not a flight fight, but it was a bourbon tasting. So I had friends over, and one of the things I did was that so I poured everybody Michter's 10. Like, well, this is great. This is creme brulee and caramel and all that kind of stuff. This is okay. And I got these little teeny tiny ice cube trays, and I made little tiny ice cubes. This is okay. Now what we do with the Michter's 10, we add just this little tiny ice ball to it. All right, and then tell me what you think. And to tell you what, you add an ice cube in Michter's 10, it destroys it. It becomes just this woody mess. And everybody agreed. I really liked this. Put this little ice cube in it. I really hate this.
So I'm going to duck out. Looks like Cole's lined up waiting to come in. So I have at least one other stream I'm supposed to be moderating right now. So I'm gonna go continue my night of work.
Yeah, I'm actually gonna duck out too. I got to go downstairs and film my next video. So
Every night, everybody.
We appreciate you guys so much for
I'll still be watching. I'm just gonna hop off.
Yeah, I'll still be watching. I'll still keep it on if you guys keep going. So
appreciate it.
Nice to meet you.
Thank you.
Bye, Jackson.
Cheers, brothers.
Right, Cole was going to try to get in. Cole, there is now an open spot for you. We have 2 open spots at the moment for anybody who would like to join the stream. We're still going strong here at 9:15 p.m. Please, if you have not yet called the hotline to set your donation for the next year for your public broadcasting station, the number is at the bottom of the screen. It's not. I'm just really tired, and I don't know where that was going.
Hey, Todd. Those vertical blinds are I have a lot of 80s
hours.
I know, right? It's pretty hot. It's pretty hot. I especially love the floral top. It just frames well, so freaking well. That ain't changing either until I sell this house. So next owners are gonna have to change that sucker up.
There's Cole.
There we go. I didn't want to be pale white from the white screen inside my room. So
good call.
Well, you won.
I won. Oh, and I'm sorry. I was trying to type a text as I heard you guys saying. I was like, hurry up, typing.
Welcome, coal by candlelight.
Yes. Well, lamp light right now, but yes.
It feels better if you say.
Hey, so Cole, you need to go to Home Depot and you can get lights that will sync to your phone, and you can put them on candlelight.
Oh, yeah. Well, I do have LED lights on my setup right now, but I would have to adjust. Well, actually, no. The LED lights are just fine with what it is right now. Could swap around now. That's a little
I
too...
got one of these ring lights that goes in front of the camera.
There we go.
Yeah.
Because my first live stream was with Scott at My Bourbon Journey. I did a cigar thing with him. And I was doing it on my phone, and it was really, really bad. So my wife went out the next day, and she got me like an actual camera and light setup. So I love you, Dr. B.
The worst one I've been on was a Facebook Messenger.
You know, the nice.
Oh. Go ahead. Who you were talking? Sorry, didn't mean to interrupt. I'll be pouring a drink.
Sorry. Yeah, I was just gonna say Joseph is absolutely correct, because the nice thing about the ring light, I don't have mine on right now because I didn't want to be like drained out, but you have the ability with those ring lights to adjust all the different settings on them, and they're quite brilliant.
Yep.
Well, this is working well. I mean, it's not a ring light. It's what it is LEDs on a glass desk, because I've got a home set up with a cheaper glass desk. So now I've got LEDs wrapped all around the monitor. Just swapped them from green to white, and that alone seemed to improve it, which is pretty good. But the worst one
Chicoria died. No shit.
Sorry. Yeah, Chicoria passed away today.
Wow.
Ooh. I had one of the best jazz pianists in the industry. Cannot believe that he passed away.
Is it me, or has there been a lot of celebrities dying lately? Because normally they go in threes.
I mean,
but it's like 3 and 3 and 3 and 3.
It's like, yeah, it's the rule of 12 now.
I mean, I was gonna say I might be numb to it thanks to 2020. So my head's already looping all of 2020's deaths in with 2021's. So I'm trying to focus out of that.
Hey, John Prine's death in 2020 was still like, that covers the whole year as far as I'm concerned.
Mm-hmm. I'm still trying to deal with that, man.
My father was a big John Prine fan, and that made me become a John Prine fan.
For me personally, it was Sean Connery, just because I grew up with watching James Bond all the time with my father. So it was a shock. But it wasn't as bad of a shock as some others, I'm sure, just because he was 90. He was, they said he was showing signs of dementia. He died in his he died in his house in the Bahamas. So it's like, okay, he went the
That's
way
a
probably
James
a lot
Bond death.
It was like, that is Sean Connery. That is a Scotsman's death right there.
Yeah, I didn't really know that Chick Corea was dealing with cancer either until I found out he passed away today. But that was really quite a shocker. But
I think you said cancer. It got me thinking about I forget his name because I didn't watch the Marvel movies. Black Panther passing away.
Chadwick Boseman.
Thank you. Which I had to say that shocked me, but I also had to salute him because of how secret he was about it. That's I fully respect celebrities that are able to separate their personal life from their celebrity life. I fully respect that.
You know what's incredible about Chadwick Boseman too?
Well, I think Freddie Mercury may have started that, because Freddie Mercury when he died, everybody kind of assumed, his age, but he kept it on the DL. He didn't tell anybody.
Yeah,
so, he was a real private guy.
My big thing with Chadwick Boseman too is that to me, it wasn't so much that he was trying to separate celebrity from his personal life, but it was more that he was trying to separate his artistry from his personal life, right? Because he never really was much of a celebrity, and you know, however you want to categorize that, but he was so committed to his craft, and he was so dedicated
That's
to
for you, Todd.
the performances that he gave. And
I am not an OSU fan, just so you know.
Yeah.
But I think that he was a very unique and well balanced individual in terms of how he wanted to approach the art that he made. But you know, in some regard, yeah. I mean, he was a celebrity, but we also don't have to know everything about everybody's lives. But anyway, it's very sad that Korea passed away.
He worked until his death.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Chadwick Boseman, he worked until he died. Freddie Mercury worked until he died.
Oh yeah.
You know,
David Bowie.
Yeah, I mean, that last album wasn't
Very nice.
great, but he made an album before he died. You know.
Yeah.
All right, Bob, what you smoking?
So, Patrick, I believe you said before
Oliva
that you...
V. Mohanios.
Nice.
What were you
Can't
what were
go
you
wrong
saying?
with that.
What were you saying, Ozzy? What were you saying?
I was just saying, Patrick, I heard you say earlier that you were able to... that they've got some 1894 still down in New Zealand.
Yeah, there's some at least showing online. So I'll see once I get out of quarantine.
So, Patrick, are you going to shop while you're down there, or are you just going to pick up bottles from Chris?
No, I'll shop, but we can't exchange bottles because of COVID. But we'll meet up eventually in America.
So, are you just going to drink those wooden bills I sent to Chris?
No, they're up at my
I've
house.
got to worry about Patrick drinking them.
Yeah, they're at my house in Washington still, so they'll be in safe
Actually,
hands.
No, it's more I've got to worry about Tony Diamond getting into them while Patrick's away.
She doesn't open bottles. She just drinks what's open.
That's a spirit. Alrighty. Well, I think we're going to go ahead and wrap up this week's stream. Thank you all so much for hanging out with us, not just in the chat, but here on video as well. Really appreciate you guys stopping in for either a bit or the entire thing. Joseph,
Thank you for having us.
Thank you for hosting.
Absolutely. We will have to do this again sometime soon. If you have not yet, please subscribe to the channel, bell notification, all that good stuff. Like the video. Yeah, that's it. At My Bourbon Pod on all social media channels. That does it for this week. We'll see you guys next week for another TIMBP Live. But until then, I'm Perry, and this is My Bourbon Podcast YouTube channel.
Jazz hands.
Cheers, everybody.
Cheers, guys.
Very, very.
Real.
Bye.
Cheers.
Cheers.